Dear friends, welcome to AS American English Center. Take your book. We have come here to page number 194 to 195. We have come here to the video number 141. The topic is direct speech, indirect speech. See what I say to you, what I speak to you, and the exact words what I use from my mouth, what the words which I tell from my mouth, and that is called direct speech, right? You go and say to somebody what I said, it becomes indirect speech. So direct to indirect, four types of sentences are there. Statement may be positive, negative, question, yes or no, or information, ordering sentence, and requesting sentence, and exclamatory sentence. So verbal questions. See, when you ask a question with the did, can, should, will and all, or, is, then it becomes yes or no questions, right? So how do you change this sentence? Murali said to Jyoti, did anyone take my book? Did anyone take my book, right? So how does it change? Take also should change. So Murali, yes, Murali asked Jyoti, yes, asked Jyoti, what is that? Asked Jyoti, whether, you have to use whether or if, anything you can use whether or if, did anyone, had anyone, because had anyone taken, yes, his book, my book changes into his book. So whose book is it? It is Murali's. So did take is the past tense, so you are using had taken. Able to understand? So Murali said to Jyoti, did you open your mail? So how does it change? Murali asked Jyoti, yes, asked Jyoti, yes, did you open your email? Had he opened, yes, his email. So your email is changed into his email. Did you open changes into had he opened. So Murali asked Jyoti. This is Jyoti is asking whether he had opened Jyoti's email. All right. Murali said to Jyoti, did you play? How do you say? Murali asked Jyoti, yes, had, asked, you have to connect with whether or if, whether, did you play? Had he played, right, sir? So did you play changes into had he played. So you have to use whether. Here also you have to use whether or if. Murali said to Jyoti, did you read the newspaper? How do you say? Murali asked Jyoti, yes, asked Jyoti, yes, whether or if, anything you can use whether. Did you read the newspaper? Had he read, read changes into read the newspaper. Spelling is changed, but the pronunciation is different. Had he. So whether you are using had, did you read changes into whether he had he read the newspaper or whether he had read the newspaper, right? Whether he had read the newspaper. You can use whether he had. Next, Murali said to Jyoti, did you see the notebook? How does it change? Murali asked Jyoti, yes, asked Jyoti whether, yes, did you see the notebook? Had he, whether he had seen the, notebook. So did you see changes into he had seen. Okay, next, Jyoti said to Murali, can you teach me? Jyoti asked Murali, yes, whether, could he, whether he could teach me changes into him. Or if it is Jyoti is a female, then you are using whether he could teach her, right, her. Whether he could teach her, if it is a female. Okay, teach. Now coming here, Jyoti said to Murali, could you give me a change for a 500 rupee note? How do you say? Jyoti asked Murali, yes, whether, yes, whether could you give me, whether he could give him a change for 500, right sir? Okay, Jyoti said to Murali, shall I tell sister? So Jyoti asked Murali, yes, Murali, whether, yes, whether she should tell sister, right sir? Next, Jyoti said to Murali, will you do the charge? Jyoti asked Murali, yes, whether would Jyoti said to Murali, will you do this work? Whether he would do the charge. Next, Jyoti said to Murali, should I come? How do you say? Jyoti asked Murali, yes, whether should I come? Whether she should come. Right. Next, Somu said to Jayasili, are you coming for prayer? How do you say? Somu asked Jayasili, yes, whether yes, she was, are you coming? Whether she was coming for prayer. Whether she was coming for prayer. Yes, next. Somu said to Jayashili, are they practicing? How does it change? Somu asked Jayashili, yes, whether Jayashili, she was practicing, whether she was practicing, right? Okay. Now, Somu said to Jayasili, are you coming for the dance practicing? So, how do you say? Somu asked Jayasili, yes, whether she was coming for dance practicing. Somu said to Jayasili, is your mother enjoying good health? How do you say? Somu asked Jayashili, yes, Jayashili, whether her mother, is your mother, whether her mother was enjoying good health, right sir? So, next coming here, Somu said to Jayasili, isn't she playing? So, Somu asked Jayasili whether yes, she was not playing, right sir? Next, Mala said to Kala, so Mala asked Kala, yes, Kala, what is that? Whether, are these your notebook? Whether, these changes into those, are changes into where, whether those were your notebooks, her notebooks. So, Mala asked Kala whether those were her notebooks. So, Mala said to Kala, Mala asked Kala, yes, whether, are they classmates? Whether they were classmates. Whether they were classmates. So, Mala asked Kala, yes, is she your sister? Whether, yes, she was her sister. Your sister changes into her sister. Whether she changes into she was. Mala said to Kala, is this your pen? So, Mala asked Kala whether this changes into that, is changes into was, your changes into her, whether that was her pen. So, Mala said to Kala, is this your computer? So, Mala asked Kala, yes, whether or if, whether, yes, this changes into that, that is changes into was, your changes into her computer, whether that was her computer. Samina said to Jyoti, do you remember my name? Samina asked Jyoti, yes, whether she remembered. My name changes into her name. Remember changes into remembered. Do remember is the present tense. So, whether she remembered her name. So, Samina said to Jyoti. So, Samina asked Jyoti, yes, do you speak Hindi? Whether she spoke Hindi. Whether she spoke Hindi. Do you speak Hindi changes into spoke Hindi. So, you changes into she. Samina said to Jyoti, do you want my help? How does it change? Samina asked Jyoti whether she wanted her help. So, in present tense, do you want changes into wanted. Your do you changes into she. My help changes into her help. Samina said to Jyoti, does she have a purse? So, Samina asked Jyoti whether she had a purse. Had a purse, right? Because does have is the present tense. So, you are using had. She a purse. Samina said to Jyoti, don't you like vegetables? So, Samina asked Jyoti, yes, whether she, don't you like changes into didn't she, did not she like vegetables, did not she like vegetables, vegetables. Next, Somu said to Rita, has he come? So, Somu asked Rita whether he has he come, whether he had come. He had come. Has he come changes into he had come. So, next is Somu said to Rita, has he played? So, Somu asked Rita whether he had played, whether he had played. So, has he played changes into had, whether he had played, right sir. Somu said to Rita, have you done the homework? So, Somu asked Rita whether she, have you done, whether changes into whether she had done the homework, whether she had done the homework. Next, Somu said to Rita, have you completed the assignment? So, Somu asked Rita whether have you completed changes into whether she had completed the assignment, the assignment. Next is Somu said to Rita, have you got your book? So, Somu asked Rita whether she had got her book. Your book changes into her book. Have you got changes into whether she had got, whether she had got. So, my dear friends, hope you are able to understand direct to indirect. Now, you are coming to class. If means what? Condition, right? If you study, you will pass. So, if you study, so is used with simple present and simple future. If you study, you will pass. This is one type. If you study, you will pass, right sir. Second type, simple past and past future. So, if I were a doctor, I would treat you. If I were a doctor, I would treat you. This is the second type. Third type, past perfect, future perfect. If I had studied MBBS, I would have gone to America, right sir. So, this is past perfect, future perfect. And type 1, if you study, see if you study, this is simple present. If you study, yes, if you study well, you will pass, simple future, right. So, if is used with present tense and the second sentence with will. Second type, if I were a bird, I would fly, right? If I were is the past tense, I would fly is past future. So, one sentence is past, second sentence is past future, would fly. Third, if I dropped is the past tense, the glass, it would break. So, past future. So, third type is if plus past tense, past future. If I drop the glass, it would break. Fourth type is if I dropped the watch, it would break. So, if I dropped past tense, the watch would break. This is also one type. So, type 3, negative. I did not study well, I did not pass. If I had studied, past perfect 2 words, well, I would have passed. If I had studied, I would have passed. So, this is a negative. If I had studied, I would have passed. So, what is the result? I did not study, I have not passed. If I had studied, I would have passed. So, I did not study, I did not pass. Hope you are able to understand. Are you clear? Are you very clear? So, நண்பர்களே ஏஸ் அமெரிக்கன் ஆங்கில வகுப்புகளுக்கு வரவேற்கிறோம். நேர்கூற்று அயற்கூற்று இங்கே பேஜ் நம்பர் 194 95 வீடியோ 141. முரளி செட் டு ஜோதி. என்ன சொல்றார் முரளி? டிட் எனிவன் டேக் மை புக்? யாராவது என் புஸ்தகத்தை எடுத்தார்களா? இது எப்படி அயற்கூற்றில் வரும்? முரளி கேட்டார் ஜோதியிடம், யாராவது என் புத்தகத்தை எடுத்திருந்தார்களா என்று. whether முரளி asked ஜோதி whether had anyone taken this book or whether anyone had taken this book. anyone முன்னாடி வர வேண்டும். anyone முன்னாடி போட்டுக்கலாம். anyone had taken his book என்று வர வேண்டும். முரளி said to ஜோதி, did you open your email? உன்னுடைய இமெயிலை ஓப்பன் பண்ணியான் முரளி ஜோதியிட கேட்க, முரளி asked ஜோதி whether he had opened this email. whether he had opened அப்படின்றோம். முரளி asked to ஜோதி, did you play? so முரளி asked ஜோதி whether he had played. இங்கே he had played, இந்த had இங்கே வரணும். had முன்னாடி வரக்கூடாது. அதே மாதிரி இங்கே had இங்கே வரணும் சென்டரில். ஓகே, அடுத்து முரளி said to ஜோதி, did you read the newspaper? நீ நியூஸ் பேப்பரை படித்தாயா? முரளி asked ஜோதி whether he had read the newspaper. அவன் நியூஸ் பேப்பரை படித்தானா என்று. முரளி said to ஜோதி, did you see the notebook? நீ புஸ்தகத்தை பார்த்தாயா? முரளி asked ஜோதி whether he had seen the notebook. அவன் அந்த புஸ்தகத்தை பார்த்திருந்தானா? ஜோதி said to முரளி, can you teach me? என்ன உன்னால் எனக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்க முடியுமா? ஜோதி asked முரளி whether he could teach her. அவன் அவளுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்க முடியுமா என்று ஜோதி முரளியிடம் கேட்டாள். ஜோதி said to முரளி, ஜோதி முரளியிடம் சொல்கிறாள், could you give me a change for a 500? ஒரு 500 ரூபாய்க்கு சில்லறை கொடுக்க முடியுமா? ஜோதி asked முரளி whether he could give him a change for 500. அப்படியாக வர வேண்டும். ஜோதி said to முரளி, shall I tell sister? நான் சிஸ்டரிடம் சொல்லட்டுமா? ஜோதி asked முரளி whether she should tell sister. சிஸ்டரிடம் சொல்ல வேண்டுமா? ஜோதி said to முரளி, will you do the charge? நீ அந்த சார்ஜை செய்வாயா? சார்ஜ்னா பேட்டரிக்கு சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறது, செல்ஃபோனுக்கு சார்ஜ் பண்ணுறது. ஸோ ஜோதி asked முரளி whether he would do the charge. ஜோதி said to முரளி, should I come? நான் வர வேண்டுமா? ஸோ ஜோதி asked முரளி whether she should come. அவள் வர வேண்டுமா? சோமு said to ஜெய்சிலி, are you coming for prayer? நீ சாமி கும்பிடுவதற்கு வருகிறாயா? ஸோ சோமு asked ஜெய்சிலி whether she was coming for prayer. சோமு said to ஜெய்சிலி, are they practicing? அவர்கள் பயிற்சி செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்களா? சோமு asked ஜெய்சிலி whether she was practicing. அவள் பயிற்சி செய்து கொண்டிருந்தாளா? So Somu said to ஜெய்சிலி, are you coming for the dance practicing? நாட்டிய பயிற்சிக்கு வருகிறாயா? So Somu asked ஜெய்சிலி whether she was coming for dance practicing. அவள் டான்ஸ் practicingக்கு வந்து கொண்டிருப்பாளா? Somu said to ஜெய்சிலி, is your mother enjoying good health? உன்னுடைய அன்னை ஆரோக்கியமாக இருக்கிறார்களா? Somu asked ஜெய்சிலி whether her mother was enjoying good health. அதை போன்று இங்கே சோமு said to ஜெய்சிலி, isn't she playing? அவள் விளையாடி கொண்டிருப்பதில்லையா? சோமு asked ஜெய்சிலி whether she was not playing. அவள் ஆடிக்கொண்டிருக்கவில்லையா? மாலா said to கலா, are these your notebooks? இவைகள் உன்னுடைய புஸ்தகங்களா? மாலா asked கலா whether those were her notebooks. அது அவர்களுடைய புஸ்தகமா? மாலா said to கலா, are they classmates? அவர்கள் வகுப்பு தோழர்களா? மாலா asked கலா whether they were classmates. அவர்கள் வகுப்பு தோழர்களா? மாலா said to Kala, is she your sister? அவள் உன்னுடைய சகோதரியா? So Mala asked Kala whether she was her sister. அவள் உன்னுடைய சகோதரியா? Mala said to Kala, is this your pen? இது உன்னுடைய பேனாவா? Mala asked Kala whether that was her pen. அந்த பேனா அவளுடைய பேனாவா? Mala said to Kala, is this your computer? இது உன்னுடைய கம்ப்யூட்டரா? Mala asked Kala whether that was her computer. அது அவளுடைய கம்ப்யூட்டரா என்று. Samina said to Jodi, Samina ஜோதியிடம் கூறுகிறாள், do you remember my name? என்னுடைய பெயர் உனக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறதா? Samina asked Jodi whether she remembered her name. அவளுக்கு அவளுடைய பெயரை ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறதா? Samina asked, do you remember my name? Samina asked Jodi whether she remembered her name. அவளுடைய பெயர். யாருடைய பெயர்? சமீனாவுடைய பெயர். Samina said to Jodi, do you speak Hindi? நீ ஹிந்தி பேசுகிறாயா? Samina asked Jodi whether she spoke Hindi என்று வர வேண்டும். Do speak என்பது இறந்த காலம் spoke என்று மாற்றிவிட வேண்டும். Samina said to Jodi, do you want my help? உனக்கு என்னுடைய உதவி தேவையா? Samina asked Jodi whether she wanted her help. அவளுக்கு அவளுடைய உதவி தேவையா? Samina said to Jodi, does she have a purse? அவளிடம் பர்ஸ் இருக்கிறதா என்று கேட்டாள். Samina asked Jodi whether she had a purse. அவளிடம் பர்ஸ் இருக்கிறதா என்று கேட்டாள். Samina said to Jodi, don't you like vegetables? உனக்கு காய்கறிகள் பிடிக்காதா? Samina asked Jodi whether she did not like vegetables. அவளுக்கு காய்கறிகள் பிடிக்காதா? அடுத்தது சோமு said to Rita, has he come? அவன் வந்திருக்கிறானா என்று சோமு வந்து ரீட்டாவிடம் கேட்க, சோமு asked Rita whether he had come. அவன் வந்திருந்தானா? சோமு said to Rita, has he played? அவன் விளையாடி இருக்கிறானா? சோமு asked Rita whether he had played. அவன் விளையாடி இருந்தானா? சோமு said to Rita, have you done the homework? நீ வீட்டு பாடத்தை செய்திருந்தாயா? சோமு asked Rita whether she had done the homework. அவள் வீட்டு பாடத்தை செய்திருந்தாளா? சோமு said to Rita, have you completed the assignment? நீ வீட்டு பாடத்தை முடித்திருக்கிறாயா? assignment. சோமு asked Rita whether she had completed the assignment. அடுத்தது சோமு said to Rita, have you got your book? சோமு asked Rita whether she had got her book. அடுத்தது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா if clause. if என்றால் என்ன? நிபந்தனை வார்த்தை. if என்றால் இருந்து if I study I will pass. அப்படி என்றால் என்ன? நான் படித்தால் நான் பாஸ் ஆவேன். ஆக ரெண்டு வினைச்சொல் சேர்க்கப்படுகிறது. if I study simple present, I will pass simple future. இது ஒரு வகையான வாக்கியம். அதே போன்று டைப் 2, if I studied அல்லது if I were a collector, நான் ஒரு கலெக்டராக இருந்தால், if I were a collector, I would help you, நான் உனக்கு உதவி செய்வேன். would உடன் சேர்க்கிறது. மூன்றாவது டைப் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பாஸ்ட் பர்ஃபெக்ட், ஃபியூச்சர் பர்ஃபெக்ட். அப்போ பாஸ்ட் பர்ஃபெக்ட் என்று if I had studied, நான் நன்றாக படித்திருந்தால், I would have passed the examination, நான் பாஸ் ஆகி இருந்திருப்பேன். இது ஒரு வகை. டைப் ஒன்று பாருங்க, if you study you will pass, if you study well, நீ நன்றாக படித்தால் பரீட்சையிலே பாஸ் ஆவாய். if you study well you will pass என்று முதல் வாக்கியம். ரெண்டாவது டைப், if I were a bird I would fly, நான் ஒரு பறவையாக இருந்தால் பறப்பேன். were என்பது இறந்த காலம், would என்பது இந்த இது ஃபியூச்சர்னுடைய இறந்த காலம். if I dropped the glass it would break, நான் கண்ணாடியை கீழே தவற விழுந்து விட்டேன், கண்ணாடியை கீழே கை தவறி விழ விட்டேன் என்றால் அது உடையும். ஸோ ட்ராப்ட் என்பது இறந்த காலம், இது பாஸ்ட் ஃபியூச்சர். would break இது ஒரு வகை. if I dropped the watch it would break, அப்போ நான் வாட்சை கீழே விட்டேன்னா அது கண்டிப்பாக உடையும். ஸோ இது ஒரு வகை. அடுத்தது நெகட்டிவ், I did not study well I did not pass, நான் படிக்கவில்லை நான் பாஸ் ஆகவில்லை. இதனுடைய அர்த்தம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா if I had studied, இறந்த காலத்திலே நன்றாக படித்திருந்தேன் என்றால் I would have passed, நான் பாஸ் ஆகி இருந்திருப்பேன். அப்போ இறந்த காலத்தில் படிக்கவில்லை, நான் பாஸ் ஆகவும் இல்லை. I did not study well I did not pass. if I had studied I would have passed, நான் படித்திருந்தேன் என்றால் நான் பாஸ் ஆகி இருந்திருப்பேன். ஆக நான் படிக்கவும் இல்லை பாஸ் ஆகவும் இல்லை. hope you are able to understand. Are you clear? Thank you very much, sir.